My fellas, listen. I know brothers are suffering in the field. I know y'all suffering because you're stupid. You're stupid. You guys are letting your girl eat you alive. She eating you alive. And you know why? Because you care too much, and because she can bother you. And see, that's the thing. You guys have to learn how to become unbotherable. Unbotherable is the number one characteristic of all great relationships on a man's part. The less the man can be bothered, the better his relationships are going to be. It's simple 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. Hey, no, this man is bugged about it. Very simple. The less you can be bothered, the more stress you can deal with, the easier your relationship goes. Because let me explain something to you. She is nothing but stress. She is nothing but stress. That's why you should always date somebody who you find just gorgeous and beautiful. Because at least if you're going to be stressed out, at least she's gorgeous. I can't imagine dating an ugly woman and being stressed out. That's a horrifying experience. I don't want you to find anybody. But listen, all women are going to stress you out. There's nothing you can do about it. No matter what position of life they come from, whether they are a low blood, broke, homeless, or they are royalty and queens, they all stressful. At the end of the day, they all stressful. You know why? Because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing with life. And they look for you to be the guidance of life. And here's the thing, once they start to fall in love with you, once they really love you, they don't want to share you with anybody. They don't want you to go to work. They don't want you talking to other people. They don't want you leaving the house. They just want to sit there and just wrap up in your skin and then just be on you and with you all fucking day long. That's all they want. And if you do that, if you're one of these dumbasses that end up like placating to her, wanting you just to be around you all the time, you're going to ruin your own relationship. As they say, distance makes the heart grow fonder. You cannot be stressing about your girl. You can't. You can't be stressing. You can't. The more you stress, the more stress that you bring upon her, and then it just becomes this fucking magnitude of stressing, and it all fucking just goes haywire. See, what you're supposed to do is let her stress about you, and you sit there unbothered, just like, okay, all right. And what happens is she releases that stress upon you, and it washes over you like a wave. Like you're like a hard rock that's in the middle of the ocean, and the waves just go by and they pass you by. It don't bug you because you don't. When you're not stressed out, just kicking it, enjoying your own company, enjoying life, big and bulling. That's when life is beautiful. Like I'm going through it right now. Well, I'm not going through it, but my shawty going through it. She going through it heavy. She going through it heavy. Oh, she going through it. She crying. You guys, do you miss me? No, do you miss me? No, I don't miss you. Why don't you miss me? Because you did some wild out of pocket stuff, and I don't appreciate it. And you yet to apologize in the tone. But I miss you. I was like, no, I don't want to hear it. That's how you have to be. You have to be just unemotionally unbothered. Like Patrice says, you have to give your love like little trickles of medicine, like little IV drops. Constant, but small. You can't be just all that love, because then they get spoiled and they go crazy. So a little bit of like an IV drip or like a morphine drip. Because you give too much morphine, what happens? The person ODs. They fucking die. You can't be ODing on love, because you will kill your girl. Metaphorically, not realistic, but metaphorically, you will kill your girl if you give her too much love at a time. So it's little dispersions of love, and you do the right thing to make sure that everything's taken care of, and you crack a smile. But listen, you can't be bothered. If you are bothered, if your girl's like stressing you out, and bro, you're in deep shit. I'm trying to tell you that right now. You are in deep shit. The only thing that, like, when you get into a relationship, you have to understand, it is work on your behalf. You're doing 95%. No, I take that back. You're doing 80% of work. She only has to do 20%, and that 20%, she's still going to complain about it, even though she would be doing 100% of her own work if she was by herself. You are still responsible for doing 80% of the work in the relationship, and not just have her do 20, but you have to plan out her 20. You gotta tell her what she has to do for that 20 for the relationship to be successful. Because if not, she's gonna fuck it off. And I think that's where a lot of guys are suffering, because a lot of you guys really believe that like your relationship is just supposed to work magically. Magically, it's just gonna work. No, that's how it works for your girl. The relationship just works magically for her, because you're doing all the work. That's why you should never be bothered when your girl is bugging you, because you need to understand the true value that you hold within the relationship, which is you hold all the value because you do all the work. You do all the work. You do 80. Okay, no, you actually do. You plan 100% of the work. You execute 80, and then she only has to do 20, and then you have to overview her work like a teacher. You got to look at her homework. Did she do her homework? If she didn't do her homework, you're like, God damn it, I got to grade the homework too. Then I got to see where she went wrong on the homework. That's what you guys don't understand. That's what I'm trying to understand. You guys need to understand. In a relationship, you're responsible for everything. Don't fool yourself. And you guys are talking about, well, like, you know, my girl doesn't require, I don't do anything. I don't want to lift the finger. Okay, well then she's probably cheating on you, or she has another guy, or you're in delusion. That's not really your girl. That's not really because if she's really your girl, she's in your ass all day about everything. She's just stressing all day. That's all you can get is a stress ball. And that's what I'm saying. If you get in a relationship, you have to be good with dealing with stress. That's why I think the prerequisite for being in a relationship should be you should be in business for yourself. Because if you can't manage the stress of creating your own money and value within the system, you don't need to bring another human being into your life yet. You really don't. You're asking for a world of trouble. If you can't deal with the stress of paying your bills with 24 hours a day, 7 days a week of your own free time to do it, you are not going to be able to manage a relationship. You're not. Like, you're out your mind if you think that you can make a relationship work and you can't, like, take care of your own fucking freedom. That's an optical illusion, nigga. And so what I'm trying to explain to people, hold on, give me a second. Let me see if you got any comments, questions, concerns. Hugh Samuels, hello, sir. Who are you? What do you want? All right, we can actually share this with the Twitter machine. What the hell? You tell me I went the wrong way. All right, there we go. Get back on my talking. All right, so once again, like what I'm trying to explain to you dum-dums is that your relationship is dependent upon how much stress you can handle. And that's why I say you have to be unbothered with your girl. You have to realize most of the shit that she's talking about is like just, it's so petty. All of it is so petty and vanity laced, and it's not real. It's really not real. Like she's in her own head, confused and scared about the world because she don't really know. That's why you have to be the leader and just go on your path, go on your purpose, follow the way of like the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, that universal force that leads you to what you're supposed to be doing that's correct and right. That's how you have a successful relationship. It has nothing to do with her. I can put it. She is irrelevant to the situation of how to have a relationship or how to have a successful relationship. She is irrelevant to it. Irrelevant. And I don't mean like irrelevant like she doesn't matter, but irrelevant in how the relationship should go. Listen, once again, I made a video a couple of days ago. It's your fault. Everything in a relationship is the man's fault. I don't care what anybody tells you. I don't care what you heard. Don't listen to no Fresh and Fit, no Diamond Sharp, no Red Pill Rage, and all that other dumb shit, Agitate. It is always your fault. Everything that goes in a relationship is your fault. You. Nobody else. No other fucking thing. No alien force. No government entities. No, you. If your relationship sucks, it's on you. So, How do you make sure the relationship doesn't suck? Don't be bothered. Don't be bothered by her horseshit. Because 99% of the time it's going to be horseshit. You do what's right for her because you know what's best for the unit as a whole. So yeah, she's going to want to go on vacation to Sicily. She's going to want to do all these things. She wants everything. She doesn't have a limit to what she wants. She wants it all. So if you go by what she wants, you're going to be fucking in failure. So you have to go with what makes sense for the unit. What makes sure that we are in the best situation to be happy, successful, and fulfilled in our lives in the future. Because if you try to placate to what she wants to do today, her day's like, well, you should take the day off of work, we should hang out and go to the movies, or we should go to the beach. And if you do that shit for a whole month, you'll be broke. You'll be broke and no money. You'll be broke and no money, and you're going to be mad, and you're going to say, well, you told us we should go to the movies, and you wanted to do this. And she's like, well, I didn't know. You didn't tell me. It's not bad. And she's going to skip accountability. She's not going to take accountability for it. And she's going to look at you. Well, you guys are broken, homeless in a shelter. She can always get up and leave and go to a man who was actually smart enough to make sure that life got taken care of. That's why I tell you guys, do not be bothered by her. You can't be bothered by her. All you can do is lead. Lead. Be a fucking leader. Because like, you guys gotta understand that women have like two things. They have like this Mr. Hyde and Mr. Jekyll type personality. Where on one hand, like, I love him so much. He does everything for me. He makes my life great. I love him. And he's the best. And he makes me happy and warm inside. And he makes me feel secure and safe. And then she has the Mr. Heckle side, which is fuck him. I hate him. I hate that I love this man so much. Why do I love him? I don't like it. I don't like this feeling of me only being the one. I don't know if he likes me the same way I like him. I don't know about this. I hate him. That's between the two sides they flip-flop on all day. Between hating you and love you. Like your relationship's not gonna be great unless your woman hates you just a little bit. She has to hate you. Like it has to be like an 80-20% hate. 80% love, 20% hate. Because she has to hate that she loves you so much and that she feels so dependent upon you. Because women don't like that feeling. They want to feel secure, but they also don't want to be dependent. But at the same time, they don't want to do all the hard work to be secure themselves. So they want to depend on the man when they choose. And so they have this weird dichotomy where they're always just fucking choosing between one of the two, and they're always frustrated about that. And so you can't let that frustration get in your mind, because it's just going to cause you to have chaos. You got to have a sound, stable mind. And the only way you can have a sound, stable mind is if you just get rid of all the fucking bullshit. When she's telling you about dumb shit, you just sit there and listen. Okay, baby, what's going on? And then you just solve it. Just solve it. Don't even ask no questions. Don't try to explain to her why it's wrong. Just listen and say, okay, well, okay, I got it. And that's the secret. I'm trying to explain to you guys. Like, you guys don't understand. A lot of you guys gonna be like, man, Apex, you lying, nigga. You don't know what you're talking about. I have sex with a bunch of different women, and again, all your relationships suck. That's why. And whenever you try to make it real, she fucking leaves, or she eats your ass up on the back end. I'm saying, if you want to have a great relationship, you have to not care. All you have to do, if you want to have a great relationship, you just have to make sure that your life is happy, and you gotta make sure that you're happy. As long as you are happy, a happy man is a happy everybody around him. The words of Patrice O'Neal. If a man is happy, it trickles down to everybody else around him. And the woman will find happiness because she will see her man happy, and she'll just copy and emulate the man and see what he's doing. And then she's like, okay, I'll find my happiness through that. A happy woman is a miserable man. Because woman's happiness is moment to moment. It's not based upon a general principle or reasoning system. It's like, oh my God, the sun is out, so I'm happy now. And then the sun goes out, the sun, and then everything's dark and gloomy. Oh my God, it's so sad, it's dark and gloomy. A man we don't operate like that. A man will simply go outside. Like, if I gotta go outside, I'm going outside. Rain, snow, sleet, hailstorm. If I got stuff to do, my mood is not dictated upon what's around me. My mood is dictated by me waking up and saying, you know what, I feel like fucking being a man today. Let's go do it. Oh, let's do it. Then you go off, you go, oh, let's do it. That's how man operates. Any of you men who are these emotional, moody men that get up, like, that's the other big issue. That's another big issue that we got going on. Too many emotional males have ruined women's like operating system of what a man is. Like, I had a conversation with somebody, and like, you know what? One of the things I kind of realized is when you say like that person's throwing me for a loop, you start to realize what this means is most guys operate in an emotional loop sphere. So I was talking to a guy, and he wanted to say, is biology and race a true concept? And so I asked the guy, I say, yes. And he says, why is that? I say, okay, have you heard of Charles Darwin? Well, I don't know if I need to hear about Charles Darwin to further answer your question and so forth. I'm like, bro, it's a yes or no question. Have you heard of Charles Darwin? Well, I'm just saying, what does Charles Darwin have to do with blah, blah, blah? I'm like, brother, I didn't ask you that. I said, it's a yes or no question. Do you know who Charles Darwin is? Well, I'm just saying, I don't need to know. I said, bro, I asked this guy the same question 6 times. He gave me 6 different answers. And it's a yes or no question. Oh, shit. And so what I started to realize is, oh my God, a lot of these males, they don't have the ability to give you concrete yes or no questions. Yes or no answers. Oh my God, wait a second. My camera shut on? All right, give me that. So a lot of males, they don't have the ability to answer yes or no, which is like a horrific problem in today's society. Because if a guy can't answer yes or no, he's fucking doomed for life. He's doomed for life. He has no chance of being successful in his life whatsoever. It's not possible. He will be forever doomed to be a male, and he will forever not have successful relationships because he doesn't know how to create principal stands. And principal stands are by far the number one indicator of a successful man. And that's sad. In 2024, the great dividing line for men is, can you answer yes or no? If you can't answer yes or no, you are so fucked as a man. You have no chance in this lifetime. No chance. He might be asking, why, Apex? Why? Why can't, if I answer yes or no, why does that mean I'm going to be a failure in life? Well, since man has been walking this great green earth, the number one thing we have had 4 things that's the basis for all communication in life. There's 4 things. These are the first 4 symbols, words, sounds that we created, hand gestures, that allow human beings to be able to further progress into usefulness in life. The first one is hello, hi, introduction, hello, wave, smile, friendly, hi. That's the first thing. The second one was goodbye, see you, I'm leaving, bye. Next is yes. Third, no. Humans, those are the first 4 like basics of all language. Every single language has those 4 basics in language. And you know why? Because you can do a lot of fucking you can get a lot of shit done with just yes or no. Surprisingly. Yes, no, goodbye, you can get a lot of things done. We don't have to speak the same language. If I ask you water, you can point, yes. Drink, good, no. So you can figure out a lot of basic communication skills just with yes or no, which is fucking fascinating as a human being. So the idea that human beings, as complex as we are today, we have Google, internet phones, and all these other fucking things. To the degree that we cannot say yes or no is truly a tragic fucking experience in this lifetime. And I'm worried about the future of America. Because if you can't say yes or no, we can't have an army. We're so fucked. It's like, do you want to join the army? Well, it depends, and I don't know. Like, what? The fuck? We didn't ask that. We didn't ask that. We didn't fucking ask that. I didn't ask if you wanted to be in the army. I said, are we going to fight? Yes or no? If you tell me no, get the fuck out of here. We say yes, but just a maybe. What the fuck is a maybe? And so what you begin to realize and this is when it comes down to being unbothered, you gotta realize your girl rarely gives you yes or no answers. So if she's not giving you a yes or no answer, you can't be bothered by anything else that she tells you. And that's kind of what I learned with business. It's like, if you don't give me a yes or a no, I will not be bothered with you. I would not take my time. I would not worry. I would not fight. I would not argue. I would not do any of those things, because by you not being able to have the ability to say yes or no to me clearly indicates that you are not of you're in an emotional state. And when people are in an emotional state, all you can do is just listen and let it roll off of you, because there's nothing concrete. It's flowy, it's wavy, it's like water. See, now when you give me a yes or no, it's like you're throwing a rock at me. That chips at me, because I'm like, okay, I gotta respond to that. Because yes or no is like it's a principle stance. There's a principle, and that's what I'm saying. Most people don't understand what principle is. And see, a lot of you niggas is probably confused with what I'm talking about, because a lot of you guys are foot soldiers. You guys don't understand general language. And I spoke about that last video with the unhinged male epidemic. If you cannot comprehend yes or no, or be able to tell me a yes or no answer for a question, it's like I look at males that do that, like, okay, well, you are basically a woman, because I expect that type of behavior from a woman, or not even a woman, from girls. I expect that from girls. So a woman will answer yes or no, because a woman is somebody who is under the guidance and leadership of a man, and she understands how to compliment and cooperate with a man. I hold women in the highest standard, and I hold them of the highest order. They're the real G's of this world, real G's. But a lot of girls, they operate like girls, and girls don't give you principled stances. They don't tell you shit. They make everything to be interpreted. And listen, as a man, I'm not interpreting anything. Tell me what you want. Vocalize it. Now, I might know, and I might guess, but no, the reason I need to have you vocalize exactly what you want and tell me exactly what you mean is so we both have a clear understanding, so you cannot back yourself out of a situation. And that's how you have to be with your girl. You can't let her back out of situations. You can't let her maneuver and try to trick her way out of things. That's why you have to get yes or no answer from her. Get concrete dates and times, so that way you can hold her accountable for her own words and things that she says. And a lot of guys are scared to hold their girl accountable. Like, I don't care what she says. It's irrelevant to me. But if you tell me you're going to be at a date, 3 o'clock, April 24th. If you tell me that you're going to be there, April 3rd or whatever the fuck, April 23rd, 3 o'clock, yes, I will be there, and I'll be wearing this particular dress. I don't care what you say before that day. It could be all the emotional, blah, 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 this. If I show up to that date and you're not there, I will take it as I'm done. I don't want to be in this relationship no more. Unless you give me prior warning and a reasonable excuse to why you were not able to go. And see, this is where the epidemic of ghosting is such bullshit. And this is why I can't be bothered with most women of today's age. Because instead of explaining things and breaking things down to you why they're not dealing with you, they just fucking leave it unhinged. They just leave it open, so they can always try to make a run back or a circle back. No, you don't let that happen, boys. Stop letting that ghosting shit fly. Because here's the problem: when you let that ghost shit fly, for the next man that comes along, he has to deal with your bullshit that you did not check. I think that's where brothers are suffering most in the field. It's because other brothers are betraying us. Other brothers refuse to hold their old girlfriends accountable throughout the relationship. So then when they eventually break up, now the next man has to deal with a woman who has a bunch of fucking bad habits because you didn't do your job, because you were playing with her emotional games. So instead of correcting the behavior, being the adult in the room, you played along with the stupid games. And now she goes back out there, and all of us have to suffer for your indecisiveness and your lack of principle and character. And that's why I'm sick of this. That's why you can't be bothered in these relationships. Can't be bothered. Not saying that you don't deal with them, but don't be bothered. When she's yelling, going on emotional tirades, you say, okay, you done? You just sit there and look at her. Just like this. Just look at her. You done? All right, let me get back to work. I'm going back to work. I got things to do. And she's like, what the? You just let her fucking, because she needs you to give that emotion back. She needs you to give that emotion back so she can keep in it. If you don't give the emotion back, all that happens is she just releases the emotion and she tires herself out and then she falls asleep. And you know what happens? She's actually much more pleasant when you stop caring about the emotional stuff. Because when she realizes she can't get that emotional energy out of you and you're not going back and forth and crawling back to her and baby, please, what she begins to realize is, okay, well, I did all that yelling and screaming. It's like a kid that throws a temper tantrum and they're flailing, they're doing all that shit. They can't do that shit all day. They can't. So you just sit there and look at them, all right. And eventually they tire themselves out. And then you walk in the room when they tire themselves out. You say, okay, you done yet? Well, no, I'm not done. You're like, okay, go, keep going. And they keep doing it over and over. And then eventually, at some point in time, they can't keep it up. It's impossible to keep it up. They get tired. They're like, well, I'm tired. I'm sad. Can you give me like a attention, teach you what I'm supposed to do? Yes, I will teach you now. Are you ready? Yeah. And then you teach them how to be a better human being. And that's how you don't be bothered. That's how you run a relationship. But no, you guys are going to listen. All you guys are not going to listen. All you guys are going to fight me on it. All right, hold on. Give me. Yeah, we do question and answer. We got this terrible ass screen. I got cheated on. What should I do? Okay, bro. First of all, you got to look about like what you didn't do. You didn't get cheated on. She just decided to finish the relationship. Now, let me tell you something about cheating. Cheating is not, like when it comes to women cheating on you, they were cheating on you long before they actually did the act. So you probably started the relationship off poorly and you didn't take the leadership role, and women never want to be the bad guy, or they never going to just leave you with not having a backup plan. The women never leave themselves in you. I'll tell you that guys right now. Like when a man says, hey, look, I think we should go see other people, a dude really doesn't have anybody else in mind. He's just kind of tired of dealing with her. He's ready to go off and do his own thing. When a woman says, I think we should see other people, she already has the other guy lined up already. The other guy's already in her fucking messages and in her inbox, and she's already ready to leave. She's ready to go already. So when you got cheated on, you know what you should do? You should just take the L, brother. There's nothing you can do. She's not coming back. She's not going. I'll tell you this right now. She's not coming back. That decision to get the decision that she was going to cheat on you, that shit was decided upon a long time ago, brother. A long time ago. It probably was like 2 or 3 months before you got cheated on, before she started cheating on you. So what you do is, you look at yourself in the mirror. You say, "Damn, I didn't do my job in a relationship." Because if I got cheated on, that first of all, if she cheated on you, shouldn't even be bothered. That's the first thing. So the mere fact that you even care that you got cheated on, like, did she tell you got cheated on, or did you go do some research to find out that she cheated on you? Which one? That's the key point. Because if my girl cheated on me, I wouldn't even know. I'd be like, oh, you cheated? All right, well, you gonna go live with them now? Like, what's the deal? I would be unbothered. There would be nothing for me to be bothered about. What am I gonna do? I can't stop her. All right, well, let's see. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. What? Like, wait, how long were you guys dating, Avar? I gotta get a better camera. I gotta get my phone fixed, man. This is horrendous. I need, like, cause like I said, if you got cheated on 4 months, oh, well, nigga. And how old are you? Because you probably would have chick that was like just around your age, probably the same age, which is a no-no in today's age. You can't do it. I'm telling you right now, young man, you unless you got family backing. 20. Oh yeah, bro, you were cooked. You were cooked from the jump. You had no chance. And I take it she was 20, 21 too. Yeah, bro, you were cooked, bro. You were cooked from the jump. Listen, this is not the 80s. It's not the 90s. Like, we don't get the Like the days of us having young people relationships, like 21, 20, getting married and all that shit, no, that's done. That's fucking finished. You have to have an age gap in today's age. You have to. Because these young girls are way too fast. And when I say fast, I mean they're way too knowledgeable about men, and they got way too much access to guys. And unless that you have a family backing, like unless you both come from like rich and wealthy families where like they can help support you guys and help supplant, so you're not so crushed with like paying for shit, and you have money coming in, and you have like grandparents and everybody else around you, bro. Like same age, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work because you don't have enough life experience, you don't have enough resources, you don't have enough ability to coach your girl, and you don't have enough time to sit there and get to know your girl well enough because you're working, and she probably has to work too. So she's looking like, I want to be taken care of. I'm young, I'm beautiful, I got a bunch of other guys who want to be with me. They're older, more distinguished. They're not respecting you being a boyfriend. Like I'm telling you right now, boyfriends get no respect. I'm a 33-year-old man. If a girl tells me that she's a boyfriend, I laugh and say, what size shoe does he wear? The hell? You think I care about a boyfriend? What does that mean? You want a husband or not? Like that's what I'm saying. Like a boyfriend compared to a husband, you can't. She's taking the husband every time. You're replaceable as the boyfriend. And so what I'm trying to tell you, young man, yeah, it was over. You were done before it got started. 21, you were finished, nigga. You were cooked. Anyway, I gotta get to work. I got a job to take care of. Appreciate people for listening. And yeah, I'm just gonna always talk when I'm driving to my jobs. I like doing this.